Hey, Peeps Galucia here, and today I'm going to be playing some more Civilization 5, obviously. As I pointed out in the last video, I was going to be setting up to take down Austria, and that'll be the end of that civ, and I'll gain the city to the east here, which is what I've wanted all along. And that from there, I can choose, how to best expand. I have to expand beyond that, but you got to start somewhere, so starting the very next turn, I'll be doing that. So I just progressed it a few turns, just enough to get my troops into position. If you remember from the last episode, my troops were way to the west because I was working on trying to clear out some barbarians, and that ended up kind of being a useless task. So I had to get them all back over to here. I also wanted to secure a couple of camel archers. That way I had some more ranged type units. So I got that camel archer there, plus I still have a regular archer there, the composite, and I was basically just working on other stuff. They're making a camel archer there, and then these guys are building a stable, which would make them better at making camel archers. So, because the production here sucks, and the camel archer was going to take like a bajillion turns. So, and I just noticed that down here, a spot has opened up, so I can build a thing down there. But yeah, so I'm going to push on with the attack here. We're going to take these guys out. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so push them in. Pachow, 28, not bad. You can see they have a really low defense. It's only 16. So, I pretty much knew that that wasn't going to go well for them. And I was correct in that assessment. I probably won't even need all of these troops that I have here, but, I'm just kind of moving people into position. It's costly, but not that costly. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. And this dude, who I'm also going to move up at least a little bit, but it's about as close as he's going to get. Oh, we can also adopt a policy. Huzzah. So we're going to go... We're going to stick with patronage for now. I'm thinking I'm going to eventually do exploration. But the main thing about exploration is it's for the seas. There's an achievement for exploration I haven't gotten yet. And I really want to get it. But you know what? I'll save that for a time that makes more sense. I'll play as someone that's good overseas and play like on an archipelago map or something like that. We'll save that achievement for another day. There's a couple of good achievements that I'm trying to get with this playthrough anyway. So, but yeah, so I got my happiness up a little bit, which was needed because I'm taking the city. So that's going to immediately drop my happiness down. But so I built it up to a decent level. It's up to 10 right now. Well, it was just 11 a half a second ago, but now it's 10. Don't want to fall behind in science. Science is so crucial to pretty much any victory type. You can't let that stuff fall behind just because you're worried about focusing on other things. You gotta keep up with that as well. Wow, they didn't even manage to kill that freaking pikeman. All right, we're gonna send the Great Prophet up to there first, and then as soon as I take Vienna, I'm going to convert them as well. And Genoa, and that'll be my 3 uses, and that way the whole northeast section is no longer whatever religion that is, and it'll be my religion, and I should be able to secure that from that point on because it'll be all my territory, and it'll cut that influence out significantly and really help me out there. See, I think everything's really coming together nicely right now. 3 gold per turn. Wish it was more than that, but I have so much gold to spare. And every little bit helps. I mean, my gold per turn right now is kind of low. I really need to start fixing that, which is why I'm researching banking. That frees up a lot for me. But now this guy's denouncing me. Jeez. It's like they want me to attack them and take their land. I mean, if you're going to keep denouncing me and you're not going to be my buddy, then I have no reason to side with you. It's like they want me to get a military victory at this point, to be honest with you. I want the diplomatic victory. I'm going to continue to go for it. But at this point, kind of like where I'm sitting, where you have the camel archers and like right around turn 200 where you have camel archers, like you have the advantage as this civ. and you don't regain that advantage till late in the game when you get the oil advantage. The oil advantage is a nice advantage late game, but that's when you get it. You don't get it till then. So taking advantage of it now and taking these cities between turns like 200, 280, you know, in that general area is definitely the smart play. Because like I said, that's when you have an advantage. That's when it makes the most sense to do it. Excuse me. All right, so move him up. Him up. Yeah, this guy took a whole bunch of their cities and stuff, and they're really weakened by that. Really low defense and whatnot, so I can immediately capture those for myself. They'll be worthless cities as far as like what they have, you know, like resource-wise and whatnot, but I can always build them up. And then once I do that, it'll definitely be worth it. The only problem is I'm immediately moving against Vienna while my happiness is still pretty low, and there's nothing I can really do about that right now. What does Sydney have? Pearls. I don't think I have pearls in my trade network yet. I do. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let me check with everyone that I'm close to, like these guys. They want me to discover natural water, and they want me to do food. Yeah, which I went out there to do and couldn't find, so whatever. And they have pearls anyway, so that's not helping anybody. These guys have oh, what the f... Everybody has pearls. Pearls. Ah, jewelry. And that's the one that's going to help my other one. Okay, so they want me to connect wine to my trade network. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to trade with anybody, even if they have wine. It's got, I don't think anybody has any extra trade resources either. Why am I trying to trade with the guy I'm about to attack? What the hell's wrong with me? They have wine. But I doubt he's going to trade his only resource. That's the thing. Oh, now I'm even lower in the negatives. A deal with reunion for gems. Okay. So, see if we can get that deal again. Gems for whales. Not for, well, yeah, for ivory if he'll do it. Unacceptable. Maybe he wants whales. Gosh dang it. So we had that deal before, but now he doesn't want to do it because he's guarded. Now I'm at -4. It's just getting worse and worse every freaking minute. Okay, so anything that's going to help with happiness is what I need to do right now. Which he doesn't have any specific buildings for happiness, so I got to do a bazaar because I need to get my money situation fixed. Happiness is priority 1 right now. Money is priority 2. That's where everything is going. I like that there's only Jewish pressure here now. That's really cool. By the time I finish with this whole area, my religion's going to spread a lot stronger. Oh, wow. This place doesn't have my religion. That's kind of stupid. Actually, if I surround it with Jewishness, though, because the pressure's already higher, it'll probably switch religions on its own, to be honest with you. I probably don't have to be bothered with using my prophet. Because to the west, now to the north, then to the east, he's going to fold on his own, so no worries there. Ah, somebody seeks investors. That's good. I've got 500 gold. Ah, it's of course it's the one person I'm already an ally with. Now, normally in that kind of a situation, though, I would be tempted to just go ahead and give them the gold anyway because it would secure them as an ally for the foreseeable future. I do need the pearls. Without those, I'd be even worse off. But, yeah, that's not worth it to me. So, I'd rather keep my money. Oh, my God. This guy's got so many freaking archers. It's like I need to figure out how to get to the city so I can convert it. It's got these crossbows, like, all up in my face. This has been a very Civ episode where I'm really just focused on the gameplay and enjoying talking about that. I really just think because, like, I told all those stories already about, you know, being on, doing the whole thing for the orientation and yada, yada, yada. I think that's kind of how it is, and, like, I'm not going to have any news stories for you until after this batch of videos is done recording. I go out on the road. I'll come back with plenty of stories, I'm sure. I'm actually going to keep, like, a notebook handy so I can, like, jot down some of the more interesting things that happen to me while I'm out on the road. And I'll have, like, a whole batch of stories for you by the time I come back. So, like, for the next batch of Civ videos and whatever else I decide to record, like, I'll definitely have some stories for you guys. Like, I'm sure it'll be an adventure driving all over the country, I'm sure I'll see my fair share of things. At the very least, I'd love to tell you guys the story of just my first official job, you know, because that in and of itself is an adventure, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, conversion. Click. Oh, I can steal technology. Physics. Hey, look at that. I was just trying to research that. Oh, well. I love it when you can steal technology that, you know, like I was already like a quarter of the way through researching that. So it kind of feels like a waste because it's like, well, geez, I was already working on that. But it's still really nice. And it took him a million years to do that. But I have a feeling he's not going to find anything new after that, to be honest with you. If that was the only thing I had to choose from. So, I don't know. You know what? 19 turns. I'll let him hang out for now, and we'll see what happens. If that's the case, though, I just started building that. Let me change production. Can I build Notre Dame? No. Was it already built somewhere, and I just wasn't paying attention? Huh. Well, shoot. Really got to do something about happiness here. You know what? After this turn is done processing, I'm going to take another hard look at what I could potentially build and look into it. Because I really can't attack Vienna until I fix this. I mean, there's just no way I can attack a new place when I'm already at -3. That's just a terrible, terrible idea. Aha! Explore. And you, sir. Not... Yeah, Vienna. I was about to say, like, no, not Vienna. But, yeah, that's exactly where I want to go. Okay, do you have anything that you can build that helps with happiness? Answer, no. Okay, so what I wanted to do here was look into Mecca and see what I can possibly build. Oh, see, I thought I built the heroic epic. I forgot that I captured a city while I was still working on it, so then I suddenly was unable to build it again. Well, that was dumb. I hate when I do that. That's a rookie mistake right there. Okay, I don't think any of these give you happiness. They don't, except for the Circus Maximus. So I need to build a Colosseum everywhere and then build the Circus Maximus, and I'll be good. But the Colosseum is going to take some time. That's my next building I'm building here. But these dudes got 11 turns until they finish the courthouse, and then I can build the Colosseum. Once I build both those Colosseums and the Circus Maximus, I'll definitely be positive, but still barely. And as soon as I take Vienna, I'll be negative again. It won't be so negative that I have, like, rebels appearing, but still, like, happiness is always an issue for me. And right now, with the other civs being pathetic for whatever reason and not having any freaking trade resources and all of the city-states having basically the exact same trade resource, it's just like I have nobody to try to help me out with this situation. And this is great. I've got troops parked here. I can't attack because that would be war. And he's taking pop shots at me, and he's not doing anything about that. Like, he's not trying to kill those barbarians. So unless I had, like, open border agreement so I could jump in there and kill this guy, like, my units are being shot at. Like, it's so dumb. I guess they're gaining experience, probably, from being shot, but still really dumb. Okay, so I had a research agreement. That's good. I need to look at this again and really... Oh, that's right, the zoo. Yeah, we want to work towards that for sure. And I kind of want a machinery anyway. Yeah, I really don't want to spend the gold to upgrade units, but... I wish any of these guys had a resource besides pearls. It's so worthless. Like, I already have pearls. It doesn't stack, which I wish it did. God, if it only had... Even if it was, like, you know, like, say, like, a trade resource gives you, like, 4 happiness, you know? Like, you look at... I'll look at them now. As soon as the turn finishes, anyway. La, 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 la. Waiting for things. La, 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 la. Although I do want a couple of people on my side before the Congress gets... the first Congress starts, so that I get some diplomats, because if I can become the leader of that, since I'm going for a diplomatic victory, like, I should really try to accomplish that feat. But anyway, so if you're getting -8, what the hell? Why? What ended? I lost crab. Great. Anyway, so see, I'm getting 4 for everything. Say, like, you have, like me, like, I have tons of ivory. like for every additional ivory, if you just get like 1 happiness from it, so it's not like it's a bunch of 4s, but just like 1 happiness. So that way it's a little bit. So if you trade it for somebody, you're only going to gain 3 happiness because you lose the 1 and gain the 4 for a completely new thing. You know what I mean? So because it's like I'm sitting here, nobody wants to trade with me or nobody has anything that I want, and I've got like what 7 ivory or whatever. It's like ridiculous. Like I have all this ivory and like nothing to do with it. Now I'm like even lower, and as long as you're unhappy, like you're just everything is worse. Your production's worse. Everything is worse. So this is really killing me right now. I can't see, like they're just not willing to work with me right now. It's killing me, man. Like somebody has to have something that I need. The only people that have any extra stuff are just not willing to work with me. Now I'm at -8, which is dangerously. What does this do? All city-states allies provide a science bonus. 20 minutes. This is the one I want right here. But it's going to be a while before I get there. Next policy is in 25 turns. I mean, at this point, I'm considering trading 2 things just for the crabs. Hey, look at that. This is ridiculous. He won't even do that. I'm flabbergasted that I can't even get him to do that much. God, this sucks. I'm just boned. I'm just boned. Hopefully, my boat that's out exploring discovers like some natural wonders, discovers like a city-state I haven't met yet for whatever reason that has some magical stuff that I can just fix everything with. Because right now, if my happiness falls any farther, I will start having rebels pop up, and it's going to become a serious issue fast. It's really starting to get on my nerves, to be honest with you. Oh, but this guy wants... Yeah, you want my whales for 3 freaking gold. You take those whales and give me freaking crab. Go to hell. That's another good reason to take Vienna, though. Even though I'll lose a lot of happiness, I can immediately gain 4 happiness as soon as either if they fix that and I take this place over, or if I have to just immediately repair it. Because I do have incense, which I don't have. And there's 2 incenses here, which gives me a tradable incense. And that's the thing. Like, look, he's got an incense there as well. So, I mean, well, he's planting that one, but he's not using that one. Like, he's got, like, 4 incense things. Like, he should be, you know, working all 4 of those, and he would have, you know, tradable resources there. And it's just, look, there's another one out there. And it's just like, you know, how many other civs are like that, where they're just not taking advantage of their tradable resources, and they're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs. They're like, oh, well, I'm only getting a little bit of happiness. Like, well, if you freaking got some tradable resources, I'd be happy to give you my tradable resources. I've got 8 ivory now. I plan this crap out, and they don't seem to get it. I got all that ivory so that I would have ones to trade. And then they just sit there like, derp, oh, I don't go for blah, blah, blah. So, anyway... this episode started out pretty strong. I really was happy with the growth of the Civ. We did gain 2 cities. We took a city and we had a settler for another one, so that was exciting. But it's really set us back in the meantime. And towards the end of this, it doesn't look as nice. So the happiness is obviously our main issue, and that's going to take some time to address. Honestly, it'll probably be another 50 turns before I really start being able to properly address it. 3 more turns until this courthouse is done, and at least that will help. But, yeah, it is still a problem. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I'm going to keep progressing for a few turns, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And as soon as I get to another solid point to start the next video, that is where I will pick things up. So I'll make sure not to progress it too far without the peeps. So thanks again for watching, everybody, and supporting the Civ 5 videos. I appreciate that there. And I will see everybody next time. Thanks for watching. Later.